all things considered, these two players know each other very well.
Oh,
They know each other extremely well. They run in the same circle. They probably know exactly what the other person's playing. Do you expect either of them to mull for more favorable hands, knowing their matchup?
The answer is yes.
Yes.
definitely. Like game one, yeah. That's a lot of times, you take that game one hand and you're like, in a vacuum, I keep this against this. This is not going to win. So,
Yes.
so,
And
yeah.
this is a competitive tournament. You're playing to win. This is winner $500 cash prize. So you're absolutely using all the information you have, and that's not cheating. I mean, you ride down here in the same car with somebody. I know what I'm playing against. I'm
Right.
playing smart.
Right.
Play to win, don't play to have fun. That's just how it is. I have fun winning, so I'm always playing for fun then.
Come for Magic,
Right.
not the Gathering.
Exactly.
True. My favorite part.
But gatherings like this where we have 59 people in a shop.
Was that a cigar to Zaid?
Looks like Cigar Day turn one.
Yeah, oh yeah. So looks like Hammer Time has a Memnite, Silent Clearing, Ink Moth Nexus. Sorry, Blink Moth, I believe that is.
So next turn you could just see, boom, Claw's Hammer hit you for 11.
Yeah. And Hardened Scales, do we have anything main board? I don't think we do. We have an animation module, the one of, fun of, in the deck.
Hardened Scales can have some pretty equally busted openings.
I
What was that?
believe that is a Springleaf Drum.
Oh, okay. Springleaf Drum, tap it, play Pure Steel Paladin. Sick.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, Pure Steel Paladin is, again, very, very good. Draw cards,
So
equip for free.
Emily's not getting hit for 11 this turn, but Pure Steel Paladin is probably also bad news. So
Let's see, Memnite is a 1/1, Pure Steel Paladin is a 2/2.
yep.
It's a bear. We see a Saga.
Urza's.
What is Emily looking here? What is she looking for here? We can see another Saga in hand.
She doesn't have Hardened Scales, or she would have played it, because that's pretty
Yeah.
much always your get that down as soon as possible.
Is that an Ancient Stirrings in hand? That front card?
Looks like
I mean,
it.
she's hoping to live long enough to get bigger than his big creatures. And I'm assuming, I didn't see her list. Is she running Zabaz? Yeah, she is
Yeah.
running Zabaz. So,
Yeah.
I mean, she can have flyers. She can have everything she needs. That's an Ancient Stirrings.
Well, I think Zabaz here is we're not just looking for the flyer to get over. I think we're looking for artifact removal to get rid of the equipment.
Right,
Right.
Zabaz can destroy any artifact, so
And we have one stomping ground and a
I was-
place at a pathways for the red sources.
I was saying the flyer to possibly block, too.
Yeah.
right.
Both players just kind of setting up a board state right now.
Silent Clearing, crack it. Looks like we're
Esper.
trying to resolve an Esper Sentinel.
Sketchbook. Esper Sentinel, looks like. That's pretty cool one.
No trophy. We should get a trophy. That would be fun.
We should. If we do like a league with the other stores and stuff, we definitely have to get a trophy for that.
Oh yeah.
That'd
That would be sick.
So that league would be what? Us, the shop in Finley.
Well, I haven't talked to anybody
forward.
other than the Coshocton shop,
Okay.
and we haven't ironed out any details. They've just expressed interest in it, and so, and I have talked to Mr. Magic in Cleveland, and he expressed interest as well.
But yeah, the idea would be it would be cool to have some kind of, all these local shops have these 1Ks from time to time. It would be cool to kind of coordinate, make it something bigger where you end up playing for points at some point as well, and they add up over the course of a season. You play for some big invitational or something like that.
Right. That's another saga and construct made.
Yep, and she also
No,
put,
that's not a construct made.
That's
That
a-
is a Arcbound
yeah, it's
Ravager
Arcbound
Oh,
Godzilla promo.
a
Yeah.
Ravager. Sorry.
It comes down with 4. It should be 3 counters, I believe. It gets the.
no, it's just 2, right?
Is it just 2?
Because it's a 1/1, and then it has hardened skills.
Hard skills.
So
Sorry.
I need to look up what anime.
Does it have modular? Yeah, it's modular.
It is modular. Yes. So
Sorry, I looked at that and thought it was a foil construct, but I see the bottom corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the text on it now.
So animation module is a 1-mana artifact, and it says whenever 1 or more counters are put on a creature, you can pay 1 and make a servo, 1/1 servo. So potentially make a bunch of servos with that.
that's how we can go
Does-
wide.
You know, why does Hammer Time, Colossus Hammer, does that have trample?
No.
So you can chump it all day long unless they give
Yep.
it flying.
Yep.
And with how Arcbound Ravager works with these tokens that they're making, they can block
And then sack them.
and then sack them and make the Ravager bigger here.
Is that like a Pokemon or something?
I believe that is. So
Got a little interaction question, I think.
He's just saying what he's
Okay.
saying is that you
Oh.
have to write this stuff down. The dice in competitive, everything has to be wrote down.
I think he's just pointing out the issue with this being a token and putting a die on it, signifying that there is 1 or more. But with playing Hardened skills, that die could be a creature with 1/1 counters
Oh.
instead of a quantity of tokens.
Gotcha.
Sacking the Saga here, I think I'd be looking for a Zabaz right now.
I would say
That is so strong to
it could
be able to fetch up a creature and put it into play.
she goes and gets Shadow Spear.
Okay.
Shadow Spear is a good
Lifelink.
idea as well. Yeah.
Lifelink turns off Indestructible if that's something that we see from Hammer Time, but we can tell from this list. I don't.
Oh, so okay, so that is a construct, and they're using that to represent the power
Okay.
of the
So
construct
didn't-
and stuff.
Okay.
So she made a construct off the saga that was sacked,
Yeah.
tapped mana first, and
Yeah.
then got a Shadow Spear.
Yep.
And that's an artifact count.
Okay.
So it looks like 5. Yeah, 5. There's one at the very top of the screen that I can't see what it is.
Emily's thinking long and hard about this. Yep. Just 2. No sacrifice effects to make it bigger. The token ticked up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 5 artifacts in play.
And Nathaniel just ticked up his saga to 2.
And I imagine that's going to get a Colossus Hammer.
That's another Midnight, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Another Midnight. I'm expecting to see a token being made and then possibly another token
The next turn.
in the upkeep. If you're in our Nathaniel spot right here, and you're looking at this board, are you worried?
I mean, this deck does seem to just win out of nowhere sometimes, so yeah. But it can definitely just be like, oh, I have like Arcbound Ravager and a few random artifacts. You're
So on upkeep, we made another construct, and Emily is now fetching up another 1 or 0 mana.
yeah.
That's a welding jar by her thumb. So are we looking to read? No,
Oh, she got
that's a Zabaz.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh
Pithing Needle.
no, that's an
No.
Arcbound
Worker.
worker.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Sorry.
1 mana modular 1.
So that is if you sack that to Arcbound Ravager, it's 4 counters,
With
right?
Hardened
Because
scales
there's
out.
2. Arcbound's going to make a counter, and then the modular is going to put a counter, and both of them will add with the scales.
It's an additional counter. Yep. Gets out of hand. So
Yeah. So unless there's a removal spell coming, that Arcbound Ravager could get very, very large.
unfortunately, it doesn't have the mana to equip Shadow Spear as well, which would be
The life gain would be
Yeah.
insane.
I mean, I feel like the biggest thing to worry about is the Ink Moth next.
Thank you, Shudo.
right.
I feel like that's,
Token. Thank you for the follow.
Yep.
I think the Ink Moth next is the biggest issue that I would be worrying about on Emily's side, because it doesn't matter how much life you gain when you take Infect.
True.
Correct.
Yeah, and
And this thing
This-
just gets a hammer, you
Yeah.
animate, you
When
Urza
it on,
Saga
and,
is definitely
better
going
have-
to get a hammer here.
better have a reacher or a way to kill it.
that's a Zabaz out of the hand. That's why she didn't.
Okay.
That's why she didn't get a Zabaz. Now I need to let's read Zabaz here. Okay. Zabaz the Glimmer Wasp. Modular 1. If a modular triggered ability would put one or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, then that many +1/+1 counters are put on it. That many +1/+1/+1 counters are put on it instead. Red, destroy target artifact you control. White, Zabaz the Glimmer Wasp gains flying until end of turn.
So I misspoke earlier. I was thinking that it was a red to destroy target artifact, but not just the one that you control. So,
Oh, it is only you control.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's only the you control. So we can't even rely on Zabaz here to handle a hammer. Yep, so we have a token. Made a construct. We went and got Colossus Hammer.
So Emily is tapped out though, so she cannot make a flying blocker to block it.
Zabaz.
But we don't have any white mana.
Yeah, Zabaz, excuse me. Right. So she can't make it a flyer this turn
Oh,
It doesn't naturally have flying. You
I
have
see.
to give it
Yep.
flying.
because that would be her way to block the ink moth.
yep. So
Not that I think we'll see it this game, but that's a Steel Shaper's Gift in hand. Unfortunate.
Yeah, so I don't think there's anything to be done here.
I think we're just going over
Yep.
the lack of options here. Yeah, we're scooping it up, going to game 2.
Okay, so let's look at the sideboards. We'll look at Emily here first. Let's go. We got Veil of Summer, Dismember, Chalice of the Void, Nature's Claim, Tormod's Crypt, Grafdigger's Cage, Pithing Needle, Natural State, Run Afoul. I right away Nature's Claim, right?
Yep. Nature's Claim and Natural State.
Yeah. Do you bring in? You don't bring in Chalice here, do you? I don't. I mean, I think it.
I don't think so. I think the Chalice is in there for Chalice on 0, if I had to guess.
Right. Right. So I think that's what I think Emily's probably looking at the artifact destruction. Really, just keep him off of the hammers. And other than that, she's probably going to go bigger than him. It's the hammers and the
And
You
we're
could
definitely
argue
bringing
the dismembers,
dismembers to hit
so you
the.
can hit them before they attach.
Well,
but,
right. They activate the
also
ink moth
picking
and you
them.
just kill it.
We're also running Run Afoul. I didn't know what this card was up until just now, but it says mana cost 1. Target opponent sacrifices a creature with flying. So
Animate
hit
the
with
ink
that.
moth and sack it. Yeah.
wait a second.
She
It
actually
no
has a
longer
lot
has
of.
flying. It shouldn't have flying anymore. Doesn't Colossus Hammer specifically say the creature
Well,
loses flying?
If you
Yes.
got it before, but yeah, they do lose flying.
You can probably equip it for damage with the cards that you had in play, right?
Yeah.
So like you get past blockers before damage.
Do you play equipment at
Oh,
flash speed?
Cigar's Aid has flash.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it gives it
Okay.
flash.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I would
so you
assume that's
attack.
what
Yeah.
we saw happen
Yeah,
there was that he swung Ink Moth got past
Then-
the blockers, and then before damage, it
I
attached
think,
it.
I think that might have actually been what they were discussing too
Yeah.
at the end there.
So
But yeah, I would imagine dismembers potentially if they're just better than something else in your deck. I don't think Cage stops.
no.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't stop Urge of Sagas, which would make sense because you also play them. But Pithing Needle to name the land, so you can't activate it.
And as far
But-
as our Hammer Time list goes, we have 1 Luris, 3 Sanctifier Invect, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Tormod Script, 1 Swiftfoot Boots. That's neat. 2 Prismatic Ending, 2 Path to Exile, 2 Fragmentize, and 2 Seal of Cleansing. I think we have a lot of creature hate that can just slide right in here. And if I'm not mistaken, Modular is a death trigger.
Yeah.
Things don't die if they get exiled.
True.
Did
Yes.
we, did we thank Shuto Shitaken for following? I can't remember.
Yes,
I did, yes.
Okay. Well, thanks again.
So we don't want to over sideboard here, but I would be incredibly surprised if we don't see the prismatic endings in the paths.
That's the biggest thing with Hammer Time is you run few options for most decks because you don't want to. The best thing about your deck is that you win on turn 3 as quickly as possible.
Just do your thing.
Yeah. So when you use over sideboard, now you're just running like clumpy cards that may not even matter
Right.
because you could just be faster than them.
No need to keep a race close if you're just miles and miles
Yeah.
ahead.
So
Yeah.
Cigar to Zaid is an enchantment for 1 white, and this is what Nathaniel played on turn 1. You may cast aura and equipment spells as though they had flash. Whenever an equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach it to target creature you control. So, yeah, you can.
Which is why I recommend the dismembers. Although like same issue would have applied, didn't have the mana to do anything about it. But
Right.
being able to speed dismember before it attaches.
Okay, so both players are sideboarded or resolving mulligans now.
Brought a needle in.
Was Needle
And-
main deck? I think.
So Needle's actually really good because it stops the if you name Ink Moth, right, you can't activate it.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
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 So I mean, it shuts off.
one of your issues
Yeah.
that you can't deal with.
As far nope, that's a mulligan. Just trying to read that hand, but it's gone.
Yeah, good luck next time, bud.
So for a small shop in southeastern Ohio while we're resolving these mulligans, I just want to say thanks for all the support on the stream. Keep the views coming, guys. We really like it.
Pithing Needle can name any card, and it's can stops any activated ability besides mana abilities. Which is why you can name fetch lands.
Yeah, which is real dicey when you have Urza Sagas because you don't tell them what you get.
Right.
And
Whoa. With her
it
side, you have to-
enters.
Oh, you just go and put it on the battlefield.
Yeah,
right,
it's
right,
just
right.
on the battlefield.
Right. So if you have a fetch and you don't crack it, and they're like, you didn't crack that fetch. That's unfortunate.
So
Got a package under the door.
yep,
Got our deck list back.
secret agents back here.
Very nice.
I wonder who got a deck check.
My boy Kegel.
Really?
Did he?
Yeah, I didn't know who the other person that he's currently playing is, but I had fun with him.
Why are they
'cause
laughing
I
at us?
pointed at him and I was laughing.
What's so funny? Sorry, I have a mic in front of me. I shouldn't have yelled.
You're good. We're having a good time here.
R.I.P. the headphone users.
Yeah. My bad.
Sorry. So we mulliganed again. They're both players. Again, we've said that these players know each other very well, so they're they know what they need to play their opponent.
Also heard the slower you draw the top card, the better your luck is, which is what he was trying to do there, draw one individually.
Very slow.
Yeah.
I mean,
look-
this
look-
matchup's so fast either way. It's not like
Right.
you're ever going to really struggle to go to time here.
Right. Good with those 5.
I get nervous every time I see Aiden write in the chat. I don't know what he said because I can't read it from here, but he makes me nervous.
Where the Bogle players at?
We have. Oh no, one person showed up with Bogles, but they are not playing it today. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Aiden, where are you? You said, where are the Bogle players at? I don't know, buddy. Where you at?
All right, so turn
Little
one.
slippery bogey, boys.
That's an Ozolith.
Turn 1 Sigardazade, Ornithopter.
This is gonna be very interesting. I think. Here. That's a Urza Saga. Was that Ancient Ziggurat? Being long and hard. Oh, okay. Making comes in with counters.
Bogles for life.
Bogles for life.
We had space, bud. You should be here. You should be taking people off with your hexproof.
That Bogles list was entirely French, though. The list that's here, so that would have been fun.
Very nice.
You
Wait,
had some-
all the cards were French?
Every single card was French,
Oh wow.
down to the basics,
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, I respect Hustle.
Yeah.
and some of them were promo French.
Wow. That's
That's
dedication.
that's actually really neat.
Yeah.
That's different.
I love stuff like that.
So that's a hammer time
Stone-
off of the Stoneforge.
Yeah.
So you're
No.
fetching like Batter Skulls and Coldrick complete, and then they just grab a hammer.
No.
You're like, what?
No guessing at what's going on here.
So what? Yeah. Next turn, untap. Tap Stoneforge after you attack with a Thopter.
Wait,
No,
you don't have.
You
have
just
to hit.
play it out of your hand.
Yeah, it's Sigardazade.
Yeah, it was Cigar's.
Oh yeah, Cigar Flash.
Flash
Right.
speed. You just play it out.
Yep.
Attack with both creatures. Oh,
Hanger back.
Not gonna stop the Ornithopter if that's.
it's gonna get over.
No, but she's not gonna be dead, and if she blocks something and it dies, she's gonna get some Thopters. Which
Oh.
would be some blockers.
There's Steel Shaper's gift. Gonna go get another hammer.
Yeah. Well then, Hammer Time doing its thing.
Yeah, he's having fun. He's doing what he wants to do.
Yeah, and that's lethal, isn't it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's lethal.
That's just lethal
Double
one or
hammer.
Ornithopter. We do the same thing we did last time.
Well, you
we
would-
wait until we get
Attack.
past blocks, and then we
We play them at flash speed.
play
Get
two of them.
a 2021
Wow.
2021 Ornithopter and 2021 thoughts.
Yep. And that's what he's doing right now.
Got
And
it.
double.
It's
Oh.
2022, right?
Ooh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh no!
I was hoping that was
The
was that the
one mana or run afoul or whatever.
Yeah.
Run aground.
I thought that was I was hoping that was the run afoul.
That would
but
have been gross.